Hi all! In this video we talk about the newly announced Age of Heroes for Conan Exiles. After a few initial teasers and the reveal of its name, Funcom has shown us a first glimpse at what's to come during their dev stream. So let's talk about the top additions and changes that will be making it into the game soon. The Age of Heroes will be released in October and introduces two new features to Conan Exiles: the living settlement system and companions. Let's start with the settlement. By the way, we recently ran a poll on our channel asking you what the next age might be, and settlement was the winner with 37%. Now, what is the living settlement system? The goal of this new update is to bring life to your base, building on what was started with a tavern system. This means we'll finally see the rework of crafter thralls, who will now become proper NPCs that can be freely placed like fighters and entertainers. You'll be excited to hear that you can now equip crafter thralls with the gear you want. Gone are the days of coarse armor and shabby dressed crafters at your stations. If you are wondering, existing crafters will remain items in your crafting stations and convert to the new follower type once you place them out. Another big change is that crafters don't need to be assigned to a specific workstation anymore. Instead, they'll provide their bonuses to any relevant station within a range of 50 meters. Meaning one crafter can provide their bonuses to multiple stations. This applies to any crafter you own or that joins your clan. When you open your crafting station, you will see all crafters that are applicable and their respective bonuses. And you can then choose the one you would like to affect your station with its bonuses. Being able to equip crafter thralls with the gear you want was a long-awaited change, and having them affect multiple stations is certainly something we like to see. As with other followers, crafters can now also make use of the follower placement system, the one with the green holograms. There's however one big change. Crafted thralls will from now on be included in the follower count, and Funcom is still evaluating if and how to eventually increase the overall cap. Hopefully they will have more updates towards the release of the age. And finally, crafters can now also be found in cages at the end of purchase. And in addition to that, cages with all types of thralls, including crafters and barkeepers, have been added to the world, allowing you to free these prisoners and make them your followers. But let's talk about the living part of this new system. Any followers you place in your base will from now on go about their own business and actually live in your base, meaning they walk around, take a break to eat and drink, sleep in available beds and so on. While doing so, they won't use any resources, but will effectively roleplay, and none of this will interfere with their crafting tasks or bonuses they provide. Stationed fighters, archers and entertainers will for now remain as they were, as to not disrupt their intended tasks at their dedicated posts. Oh, and crafters can now also fight when attacked. While there's a chance they can cover in fear or flee, they can help you defend your base alongside your other combatants. Modders will be delighted to hear that crafter thralls are now also using the smart object system, so they can be modded to uniquely interact with all kinds of items. We can't wait to see how all this will work out once the public beta will go live on 22nd of August. It definitely sounds like something we've always wished for, followers that actually live and move around in our base. While mods could be used to achieve some of these effects, console players never had this option. The second big feature are companions. Companions are a new type of followers that can join your ranks by completing a questline and proving your worth to them. The first chapter of Age of Heroes will introduce two companions, Liu Fei and Freya. The goal is to introduce at least two more with each subsequent chapter, including plans for a dog companion. Now, what makes companions unique? First of all, the way of acquiring them. Instead of finding and knocking them out, you need to work with the characters throughout a unique storyline where you help them with whatever challenges they face and gain their trust. Throughout these quests, you need to make choices, and these choices determine which perks your companions will gain. These perks are unique to companions and differ from those your regular followers can have. It seems that you can replay these quests repeatedly to get companions with different perks, depending on the decisions you take throughout the journey. Unlike regular followers, companions can't be renamed, and each of them feature a large variety of new voice lines. By the way, to start the questline for Liu Fei, the sorcerer, you will need to have unlocked sorcery. And while the other companion, Freya, might share her name with an already existing thrall in-game, the companion will be a new, unique Freya. Existing Freyas remain unchanged and can still join your clan as regular follower. And as with followers, companions will be shared with your clan. There is also no limit to how many companions you can unlock, but the general follower limits still apply. Also briefly mentioned was that once a companion has been obtained, you apparently also learn new companion-themed knowledge for armor, placeables and so on. We can't wait to see what this will be. Now, before we touch base on a few more things, what do you think about the Age of Heroes? Does it live up to its name? When we heard the name for the new age for the first time, we thought it would either introduce familiar figures we know from the lore, or center around your character, making you the hero and sending you on adventures. We're not really sure it does that though, at least not to the extent we imagined. We guess it remains to be seen what future chapters bring before we come to a full conclusion. Along with the two new features, there will of course be a plethora of new Bazaar items. Keep in mind that there won't be any new Battle Pass anymore, so the Bazaar will be the only source for the majority of new items. Shown was an expansion to the Argosian building set, featuring 24 pieces, including very cool glass windows, domed ceilings, spiral staircases, new roofs and more. It all looks very pretty. There will be new Corinthian noble armor sets, a new caparison for your mounts, more celestial themed placeables, and probably a lot more. All very beautiful, but probably costly too. Now, we hope we managed to sum up all of the important bits that have been revealed for the Age of Heroes, and we'll look forward to have a closer look at many of these features very soon. What do you think about the new age? Let us know in the comments, and please give us a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that bell.